Give us a D. Give us a V. Give us a D. Give us a collection. Small My DVD collection. Ahoy everybody, and Sasha and I are here to show you more of my DVD collection. Lots of previous parts available on the playlist. In case you're new to this and you don't know why I'm doing this, basically I had requests for a room tour. My room is a tip, so other than that I'm just showing you everything individually basically that's of interest. Sasha's about to wreck my records, so careful. We're down onto the fourth shelf of my main set of DVDs of films and TV, and yeah, let's get cracking. Doing a lot of that. Okay, so first up we have The Fifth Element. I'm sure you're all familiar with this film. Magnificent work by Luc Besson, easily his best film. Ooh, no, there's Leon as well, isn't there? Maybe not his best film, but one certainly up there. Excellent cast: Bruce Willis, Gary Oldman, Mia Jovovich, Ian Holm, Chris Tucker in the only thing I've been able to watch him in. Yeah, just such a good film. If you haven't seen it, you must. This is Alfie Darling. This is the sequel to the Michael Caine Alfie film, but in this one Alfie is played by the musician Alan Price, who I'm a big fan of, so that's why I wanted to get this. He's a good actor as well, he does well in this film. Joan Collins is also in it, Jill Townsend, Vicky Michelle. It's directed by Ken Hughes, who directed Chitty Chitty Bang Bang amongst many other things. It's nowhere near as good as the original, but it's an enjoyable, and it's better than the remake of Alfie. That's Alfie Darling. This is Wind Chill, which is a horror, I suppose, starring Emily Blunt. She gets stranded in a snowstorm and forced off the road in her car, and horror-y type stuff ensues. It's alright, it's enjoyable for what, you know, it's that sort of film, and it's an enjoyable example of that sort of film. It's actually produced by George Clooney and Steven Soderbergh. But yeah, it's alright. And Emily Blunt's always watchable. This is Dream Lover. This is from mid-80s, early 90s? No, early 90s, 94. Not even that early 90s. This is sort of an erotic thriller, I suppose. But it's not overly erotic. You know, there's very sort of scenes in it, but it's about a mystery, or mysterious rather, woman who James Spader gets involved with, played by Machen Amick, best known from Twin Peaks. I don't want to say too much without spoiling it, because it's a good film and it's worth watching. But yeah, it's that sort of, you know, mysterious woman with a past type film. This is Closer, the film based on the play by... brain's gone dead, I'm going to have to look at it. Patrick Marber. Of course it's Patrick Marber. Directed by Mike Nichols. Story, as it puts it on here, a story of four strangers, their chance meetings, instant attractions and brutal betrayals. Without spoiling too much, if I remember this correctly, Clive Owen and Julia Roberts are a couple. Jude Law and Natalie Portman are a couple. Natalie Portman's a stripper. She has a thing with Clive Owen, and they have a thing together, and it's all twisted and tales. It's a good film, well worth a watch. This is a film I absolutely love. This is Singles by Cameron Crowe, based around the grunge scene in Seattle in the early 90s. Matt Dillon's brilliant in it, very funny. Bridget Fonda's awesome as always. Kyra Sedgwick's great. Bill Pullman's in it, Campbell Scott. Brilliant soundtrack. Lots of the grunge acts with exclusive tracks on there. It's just a really, really good film, and I highly recommend it to everyone. Quick slurp. This is The Grudge. This is the remake of the Japanese horror film. Was it the original called The Grudge? Whatever the original was really called, it might have been called The Grudge. Starring Sarah Michelle Gellar, which is basically why I got it, because it was sort of a Buffy. It was either just post Buffy or while she was doing Buffy. Bill Pullman's in this as well. Bill Pullman's in everything, basically. Clea Duvall is in it as well. It's a very typical Japanese horror film. Mysterious, strange, spooky goings on. Sarah Michelle Gellar goes to work in Tokyo, and if I remember correctly, her house is haunted. Yeah, and there's lots of deaths and things like that. But yeah, it's enjoyable. These are trash, but they're quite enjoyable trash. This is a double bill of The Stud and the Bitch. The two films based on Jackie Collins novels, starring Joan Collins. She plays the same character in both. Fontaine Khaled. Drama of a relationship is played out against a torturous background of international business intrigue, sexual lust and illicit love. They're all involved gamble for high stakes. Overdoing it a bit. You're probably familiar with these. They're very famous. As I say, they're trash, but they're enjoyable trash. This is one of the greatest films ever made. This is Don't Look Now by the wonderful Nicholas Roeg. If you haven't seen this, see it, and I won't spoil too much. But basically, Donald Sutherland and Julie Christie have... Oh, this doesn't spoil it because it's right at the start of the film. But their daughter dies in a drowning accident. They go to Venice to try and get over it, if you like. Not get over it, but come to terms with it. And nastiness ensues. And we'll leave it there. But just one of the greatest films ever made. This is also an excellent film. This is Stardust. Wonderful cast. Claire Danes, Michelle Pfeiffer, Robert De Niro, Sienna Miller, Ricky Gervais, Peter O'Toole, David Walliams. I'm trying to remember who plays the ghosts. Mark Heap. Adam Buxton, I think. It's not a very good picture, so I can't quite tell. Directed by Matthew Vaughn. This was his directorial... No, it wasn't. It's his second film he directed. Written by Jane Goldman. Just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful film. Sasha's come back. What are you doing? Pass. Okay, this next one I've now upgraded to a box set, so I will show you this box set because it was in my to watch pile when I did my box sets viewing. So this is The Complete Footballers' Wives. That was the first part of Extra Time. I love Footballers' Wives. It, like The Stud and the Bitch, it's trash, but it's enjoyable trash. It's not that long since I watched all these, and they are just really, really enjoyable, fun shows. Tailed off towards the end a bit, but probably at its peak series 2 to 4, I would say. Yeah, probably. But yeah, so that's Complete Footballers' Wives. Back to just wonderful fantasy films. This is Labyrinth. Again, a film you're probably all familiar with. If you're not, you must watch it. Mustn't they, Sasha? David Bowie is the Goblin King. Jennifer Connelly is Sarah? Yes. Who's looking after her little baby stepbrother. And the Goblin King sends his minions to steal Toby's for... Yeah, it is Toby. I was going to say Toby's the name of the actor who played the baby, but they named the baby Toby as well. Yeah, and it's Jim Henson Workshop did all the creatures in it, and it's a musical, and the songs are brilliant, and it's just a wonderful film. Written by Terry Jones from Monty Python, just awesome. This was enjoyable. This is Eurotrip. This is the unrated edition on a Region 1 DVD. Very, you know, American teen sex comedy-ish. And they go on a trip around Europe, hence the name, and, you know, the sort of things that happen in these sort of films happen. Michelle Trachtenberg, who played Dawn in Buffy's, in it as her first sort of adultish role. But yeah, as I say, it's really enjoyable. This is the first series of a TV series, Masters of Sex, which is about Dr. William Masters, who did this for one of the first proper scientific sex surveys about, you know, what happens during sex and, you know, what stimulates pleasure and the scientific side of it, basically. It's just a really good series. There was 4 series of this. The first 2 series came out over here. Well, first series was on TV over here. The first 2 series came out on DVD box sets over here. Series 3 and 4 haven't come out over here yet, so I haven't got them. I am going to eventually bite the bullet and just buy imports of them, because it is a really good series that I really enjoy. Yeah, Michael Sheen as William Masters is just awesome, as is the divine Lizzie Kaplan as his assistant. Virginia Johnson, and then the guest cast are also it's just really good. Very good series. This was a good ITV drama. I think it was a 2-parter. How long was it? 138 minutes. Yeah. Maybe going to be the 3-parter then. Yeah. Called Secret Smile, anyway. Starring a young-ish David Tennant, Kate Ashfield, Claire Goose. Try not to spoil it, but David Tennant, his character gets involved with Kate Ashfield's character when they split up. I've got to sneeze. Excuse me. When they split up, he doesn't let her go easily. Once she thinks she's in the clear, it turns out he is now dating her younger sister, played by Claire Goose. Yeah, good little mini-series. This is Crash. This is the Oscar-winning Crash from 2004, as opposed to the David Cronenberg Crash, which I think I've already shown you. Yes, I have. I'm pretty certain I have. Yes, I have. I can see it on my shelf now, which I've already shown you. So this is the other Crash. This is the Oscar-winning Crash. About 36 hours in LA and lots of characters who intertwine, and it's a really good film. This is A Summer Story. This is a Korean import, because this is a difficult film to get on DVD. It's a really good... Can't read it, the blurb off the back because it's all in Korean. Basically, it's a... Actually, tagline is A Tale of Lost Love. It's a relationship drama-y type film, but it's really good, and it stars Imogen Stubbs, who I absolutely adore. This is She'll Have to Go, which is a British comedy film from 1961, starring Bob Monkhouse, Hattie Jakes. It's a bit... I was going to say a bit carry-on-ish, but it's not really a bit carry-on-ish. It's a very typical, though, early 60s light British comedy film. I can't even remember. I think I know it was cheap, but I can't even remember why I bought it, but I enjoyed it. Yeah, that's She'll Have to Go. If it's on the telly and you've got nothing better to do, watch it. But I wouldn't go out your way to watch it. This is the Krays. So this is the story of the Kray twins, played by the Kemp brothers from Spandau Ballet, as they will always be to me. Yeah, it's a good film. It's very good, well played. You know, they do it well. It's a well-made story. It's a good film. And finally, for this part, we have the Stendhal Syndrome. This is a Dario Argento horror film starring his daughter Asia Argento. It's a typical giallo film, or giallo, however you say it, but Italian horror film. She plays a police inspector who has the Stendhal syndrome, which is where you see colours. No, it's not. Ignore that. It's when you look at works of art and the feelings you get are so intense that you black out. And she's on the track of a murderer. I'm not happy with how I said that, but anyway, and the murderer kidnaps her by making her black out with art. Yeah, that's an enjoyable example of the genre. Let me put it that way. So that's it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe as usual. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.